Tonight we're going to use the English wheel and the bead roller, and we're going to show you how to pre-stretch your metal before you lay your beads. So stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Larry. This is our channel, Miller's Rods and Mods. I'm just your average guy that works on anything and everything, big or small. From custom fabrication to routine maintenance, we pretty much do everything here, all DIY. In the process, my family and I do our best to have a little fun. So follow along and enjoy.
First up here, I want to give all the credit to Cornfield Customs. I seen a thing where he showed you how to do this, and it makes it a lot easier to understand how the metal's moving and what you're doing and why you're doing it. But basically, if you come over here, I can show you. This is going to be the line where we run our bead. Now, we want to pre-stretch this metal, but we need to know how much to pre-stretch it. So what we're going to do is we're going to scribe a line right here, and then we're going to scribe a line right there. Okay? Now, we're going to take our calipers and we're going to measure this from here to here. Then we're going to run our bead along this line, and then after we run our bead, we're going to re-measure from here to here and see how much the metal moved. Then we'll know how much we need to run this piece through the English wheel, and we're going to run it along this line and then over ½ inch and over ½ inch from that line when we do run it through the English wheel, just to be clear. Alright, so you can faintly see there's a line here and there's a line here. I didn't like these ones I did up here, so we redid them. That is 1 inch and 700 thousandths. So we're going to run this through the bead roller, and then we'll come back and see how much it moved. Okay, so what we're doing here is we get this finger tight so that the two dies come together and just touch the metal, so it still could move in there. Now, I know because I've done test pieces that you want to do 3 full turns because this metal's a little bit thicker than normal. So we have 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so now we're going to run this test piece through there. Alright, let's go measure it. Alright, so we checked over the calipers again, and you can see that it moved. It's now 1 inch 655 thousandths, which gives us a difference of 45 thousandths. So that means we need to stretch the metal when we run it through the English wheel 45 thousandths. Now I might try some other beads, but with this bead, 45 thousandths is the amount that we need to stretch it. So the next step is we got to figure out how many times through the wheel it's going to take us to get that 45 thousandths. Yeah, so what I'm doing here with this test piece is you can see there's a mark right there, and then I believe you can see the one right there. And I'm running it back and forth. Now when I do a bigger piece, I'll do some tracking, but with this, I'm just rolling it back and forth, keeping track of how many passes I make back and forth, and how many turns of the wheel up here there we go, of the wheel that we turn, and we're measuring it as we go. So I'm using those 2 lines, and I'm measuring it. So right now we've stretched it 35 thousandths, we need 45. Alright, so as you can see here, we were at 1.5 inches when we first started before we put this through the English wheel, and now we're at 1.5 inches and 45 thousandths. There you can see the 2 lines. So we know it's 3. I was keeping track of my passes here. We turned it once, then we did 10 passes, then I turned it this second turn, did another 10 passes. So what we ended up with is 3 turns and 30 passes. All right, so now we will go get the test piece
And we'll try and do this the right way rather than screwing up another panel. Alright, so we're going to try this again. You just go back and forth and try to keep track of how many you do. I still scribed a line in the middle there so you can check it as you go along. Okay, we'll check our progress. Looks like we're at 20. So we're going to do another turn and we'll go from there. Okay, let's check it now. I think we actually got it. I think I want to do a little more. Okay, we'll do the other two and then we'll come back and we'll run this through the bead roller. We got our panel here. You can see it's got some curvature, some shape. There's these little like speed bumps in here, and I don't know if that's the way I was holding the panel when I was wheeling, and I don't think I came down here far enough for these beads, but hopefully the top will do what we're trying to do here. Like I said, it's just a test piece. So we're gonna run this through the bead roller and hopefully everything comes out looking better than that one over there. When you move these panels, if you get off your line a little bit, don't make sudden turns, just make slight turns, and then the fact that it's not straight will be a little less noticeable. If you make sudden turns, then you can see it a lot easier. We'll do the other two, and then we'll come right back. So there you have it. This needs a little bit of work, but it's a lot less. There's no flex to it. I'm sure I can hammer and dolly and get this perfectly flat, but it's way better than this piece. It sits there and moves back and forth, and it's all in the difference in using the English wheel to pre-stretch that so that the metal has somewhere to go. And then yeah, if you look over here on the table, you can see that's pretty flat, like that. And this one is not, as you can see. And it doesn't matter if you can sit there and hammer it, but it's still gonna spring back up. Yeah, pretty cool. So now we're gonna do some other time. We're gonna do the panels for the back floor of the hot rod. And now that I figured out this technique, and hopefully you guys will try it too. Thanks again for all the support, all the views, all the comments, likes. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I want to thank my wife as well for filming most of this, and just being supportive in general. So we'll see you on the next one.
And I have one of those things.
Yeah, hold on. Is this the right size?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, you need a little one. There you go. There's the yellow one. Huh? That one's too small?
Yeah.
You don't like that one? What are you doing? I'm gonna get it himself. Of course, it's tiny. Wrong drawer. No, there's none up here. The wrenches are down here. You want me to pull it out? Here. There you go.
As long as you bring it back. Right? Good? Okay. That gonna work for your project? Don't lose it. Oh, you need to tighten it. I'm sorry, I thought you were working on something for yourself. Here, you wanna use this one? Okay. Good? There you go, I think she's tight. Good job. Prairie Bear, yeah. Prairie Bear is the supervisor. Good job.